It's like a dirt bike, only on snow. And if anyone knows how to ride the converted motorcycle, it's Sarah Whipple.
I snow bike a lot. Going to the backcountry. We do a lot of tree riding. That's where they're the most fun.
The McCall native is an ambassador of the power sport for Polaris and Timber Sled.
Just carving the machine in the snow, laying it over on its side, you gas it, and it's just fun. It's kind of like, you have fun on a roller coaster, right? Except for this is something you have total control of.
Riders use a standard dirt bike frame, but replace the wheels with a snow bike kit.
You take the front wheel of the motorcycle off, put a ski on, take the rear wheel off, and put a track on. If you've ridden a snowmobile, you know a snowmobile is really wide and a little bit cumbersome to put on edge. But on a snow bike, you can just go uphill, you can go across the hill, you can go anywhere you want pretty much. There's a lot of freedom involved in riding a snow bike.
That versatility was exactly what Vernal Forbes was longing for back in 1993.
As a dirt biker, I thought, why can't we have the agility and the ability that you have on a dirt bike except on the snow? So being an engineer, the wheels started turning.
Retired from Hewlett-Packard, Vernal spent 5 years putting his ideas to paper, then eventually fabricating by hand in his garage in Boise the first prototype of the modern snow bike kit.
It actually worked out exceptionally well for the first generation.
It was 1998.
You'll see, I was somewhat nervous.
So that's the maiden voyage.
This is the maiden voyage, just up over Maury's Creek Summit. I remember that day so well.
The first snow bike prototype worked.
Well, right there I was thinking, hey, this turns really nicely.
That ski-like feel of slaloming back and forth, maneuvering through the trees and downhill.
I thought, what could you do? It'd be like skiing with a motor.
Had never been done before until this day.
What a gas! Let's hope this is the future.
25 years later, snow biking is now the fastest growing power sport in the country, attracting extreme athletes, shredding it in this Red Bull video in the backcountry of McCall, regarded by many as the birthplace of snow biking.
Bergdorf! What up, Bergdorf?
McCall has an incredible variety of terrain here. You can ride anything from steep mountains, or you can go out into the trees and find any variety of difficulty. And then you have these meadows everywhere. You have pretty much any kind of riding you want here.
The real addiction from snow biking comes from its seemingly endless possibilities, from riding the backcountry,
Anywhere you can find a little pillow to hit, a little ravine to drop into,
to fast moto-style riding
So we are underway.
and freestyling,
Yeah, there it is.
a style of competition that debuted in the X Games last year.
A brand new event. X Games pushing progression out here.
The sport with international fame,
Those guys are so talented. What they do on these machines is unreal.
born right here in the backcountry of Idaho.
If you've done any sort of speed sport, then you kind of understand the exhilaration.
Do you ever go on YouTube and look at some of the videos that these crazy professional riders are posting, and what do you think?
I think it makes me feel really, really old.
Who knows what the next 25 years will bring as competitions grow and other companies evolve the technology Vernal first developed. But snow biking will always have its roots in Idaho. In the world of snowkiting, it doesn't get much better than Idaho's Camas Prairie.
It's like nothing else.
The combination of flying and gliding across the snow.
I get out there and I'll be by myself and you just look at the mountains and I just always say my private Idaho because it's beautiful.
No motors here, just the power of Idaho winds.
Sensation of jumping, it's amazing. It's a hard feeling to beat when it just really lifts you up high and then you're dangling there.
It's usually a wahoo. I don't know how to describe it.
And you're not worried about wiping out because you just slide through the powder. Feels so good.
Eddie Petronic and his wife Laura have been snow kiting for years.
Our second date was snow kiting. So we kind of met and I instantly got hooked. I am getting ready to launch my kite. All right, you ready?
The high desert plain of the Camas Prairie is ideal for snow kiting. At 5,000 feet in elevation, with gentle rolling hills and wide open spaces.
We're only staying in the first mile of what you can see here and playing, but you can keep going all the way to that cloud bank over there. So it's 10 miles this way, 70 miles this way of amazing terrain.
A free ticket to ride with no chairlifts and no crowds.
We'd love to keep this place secret, but it's huge. There's lots of room for lots of people. We get people that come here from all over the country. Texas to Florida, East Coast, California guys come here all the time. People from Portland will come over just to play here.
Cruising across the prairie or doing tricks in the air. The kite does all the work.
So as the kite cuts through the air, it's creating pull, and all you're doing is edging against it to guide the board in the directions you want to go.
Because the kite is connected to my waist, it's all happening here in my waist and in my legs.
The harness does all the load. Your hands guide the kite.
As you make the kite go to the right or pull back and it'll go left.
So there is a little finesse on keeping the kite in the right spot, but generally it's fairly easy.
And a ride the whole family can enjoy.
Go.
When the kids got old enough, we knew we wanted to share this experience with them. It's a family thing for us now, and so it's that much more fun for us.
When he pulls us, it goes, and then you like fly over little jumps and stuff.
And he wants to go for more, so.
That is the exact reason why my dad is awesome, because he's a great snowboarder with the kite.
And here they come.
You could call it winter's wildest sport.
We got a bunch of crazy cowboys pulling a bunch of crazy skiers. Hopefully nobody gets hurt and everybody has a lot of fun, and tonight we go drink beer.
A mix of two cultures.
I think some bored cowboys and skiers got together and started a sport called skijoring.
Being a horse guy, you're always looking for something to do in the winter.
Skijoring got its start in Scandinavia out of necessity for travel. But at this 19th annual competition in the shadows of the Pioneer Mountains south of Bellevue, skijoring is half sport, half fun.
Now, Rick, what's going to give you the edge?
My grit.
Rick Farnsworth is one of the cowboys.
I'm on the horse for a good, solid reason. I know how to ride a horse, I know how to start a horse, I know how to stop a horse, and I want to stay on the horse.
Staying on the horse is only part of the competition. The skier has to also stay on the skis.
I've broken a finger and broken a rib. It's an adrenaline rush. It's extreme skiing, for sure.
Looks like a pretty clean run.
The team with the fastest time wins, but there's more to it than just speed. The skier must complete 2 jumps, and in between the jumps, they must grab a series of rings placed on the outside of the course. Sound easy? You try hooking a small ring around your arm while holding onto a rope on skis being pulled 25 to 30 miles an hour by a horse.
You can really get whipping and catching gates.
The cowboy or cowgirl must also grab a ring. A team effort that takes strategy.
I want to go faster, I just start yelling.
Some horses are a little bit like, whoa, something's moving behind me, and then they figure out, oh, this is fun, we get to run, and I think they enjoy it more than we do sometimes.
Some riders have competed for years, like Lydia Miller, the Magic Valley Stampede ambassador. Others are new at it.
This year I just signed up, and here we are.
First-timers can show up, find a partner, and give it a try.
I practiced with a snowmobile last night, and I've water skied before, so I think I'll be all right.
There's even a Pee-wee division. Check out this 6-year-old.
It's a lot of fun. The guys and the girls here are really cool. The camaraderie is awesome.
But whose job is more grueling, the cowboy or the skier?
I'd say the skier, because the cowboys just got to hang on and not fall off.
I guess the skiers, they have a lot of fun, but I don't know, it's kind of fun to get to be on the horse, in my opinion.
I'm still not skiing, ever. I want nothing to do with the business end of that rope.
One thing is certain, it doesn't get more Idaho than this.
It's kind of a combination of two of our loves that we have.
It's better than sitting around doing nothing.
It's a snowy, blustery morning on Lake Cascade. Just offshore, ice fishermen huddle in a line of huts in the pursuit of perch. Holy perch!
Nice!
A bountiful bucket load if you're lucky.
Pretty good, not bad.
Hoping for the same catch? We hop on snowmobiles.
Are we ready? Let's go!
And ride out 4 miles.
This is Idaho!
To one of Bob and Robin Schindelar's secret spots. And if Jack can bear the cold,
our little Yorkie, he is a fishing fool.
So can I.
So is it gonna be good fishing? It's gonna be outstanding.
But I'll admit, in this weather, I'm a little skeptical.
It's 24 degrees out. It's snowing. It looks like we're in the middle of a blizzard.
Thank goodness for the ice hut.
It's really cold.
But ice fishing seems like it takes a lot of work. There's the drilling, scooping, and setting up the toys.
All right, the fish is right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this camera.
It's all about the toys with you, Bobby.
The toys do make it a lot more fun.
My first ice fishing. What do I do?
You're kind of just waiting and feeling and hoping.
There is a technique to it.
Everybody kind of develops their own style and how they like to jig.
All in the wrist.
It's all in the wrist. Yeah, so you can jig a little bit more. Stop, pause. Jig it more. Jig, 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 jig. Keep jigging. Jig, jig. Pause. Jig it, jig it, jig it. Jig, 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 jig. Make it chase it. Make it dance.
Don't talk to me. I'm concentrating.
All that jigging and not a single bite.
If you go more than 15 minutes without seeing a fish, you need to move.
And so we do. It's called hole hopping.
Here, let's just set it down.
If we don't see any fish or if we don't catch any fish, we'll move on to the next spot.
We hole hop a total of 3 times today.
I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking it too. This doesn't look like any fun, but it is, and it's Idaho's fastest growing winter sport. Why do you love it so much?
It's fun. It's just completely different. That's why I think I like it, because it's a challenge. So there's a little fish at me right now. Whoa, did you see it? Did you see it?
I'm starting to get it.
Guys, I'm in. I am gonna give me a fish.
I don't like the waiting.
Bite, little perchy. Come on. Come
That's
to
your lure
mama.
right there.
Usually if they stay on the bottom, they're smaller.
I'll take a small one. So, where's the beer? Now I feel something. I did.
Wait, did you get it?
No.
And just when you think you're never gonna get one,
There she goes.
you get lucky.
I'm so excited. Oh,
Nice.
look at it. Robin, nice.
Yeah. So that's a beautiful perch right here. Some places would call this a jumbo, but this fish is probably in the area of 13 to 14 inches maybe. A jumbo to us really is the 15, 16, even 17-inch fish.
Making it all worth the effort.
That's ice fishing right there. Pretty bud. And there she goes. We'll catch her again next year.
The majestic beauty of Craters of the Moon, one of 3 national monuments in Idaho. Established in 1924 by President Coolidge, who described its volcanic formations as weird and unusual.
People aren't really used to looking across vast landscapes, but that's something you can do here at Craters of the Moon.
And when summer gives way to winter, the park's rugged beauty transforms, a dramatic contrast with dark lava rock protruding the white snow. Craters of the Moon is one of the few places in the country where you can snowshoe on top of a volcano.
We are actually snowshoeing right on top of a volcanic system.
We tag along with a group of 5th graders on a field trip from Pioneer Montessori in Ketchum.
So I'll be in front, I'm going to guide the way.
And snowshoe the easy 1-mile loop trail. The park offers free guided tours or set out on your own. Just follow the orange snow poles to find your way. It's easy enough for beginners. And snowshoes are available for free at the visitor center.
When you walk along in snowshoes, you just sort of shuffle along.
There's also a 4 to 7 mile groomed track for cross-country skiers.
It's one of the best places to come and just do tour skiing. It's just surreal with the black rocks, the green trees, and the snow.
The scenery is like no other.
Everything that we can see is evidence of volcanic activity here at Craters of the Moon.
Like this exposed rock Miss Hannah's class is sitting next to. That rock was once fiery lava flow that cooled quickly and solidified.
We've had about 7 major lava flows here since the last ice age, about 15,000 years. The last one was 2,000 years ago.
The lava fields at Craters of the Moon cover an area more than 7 times the size of Boise. But the lava didn't come from a big explosive eruption like Mount St. Helens.
Craters of the Moon is a different type of volcano. We call it a rift.
Here, magma oozed from deep cracks in the earth and flowed across the landscape. Its path visible thousands of years later, even under all that snow. Craters of the Moon, an outdoor adventure with a lesson in geology that all ages can enjoy.
You can really get a feeling like you're out there by yourself. You can hear the sounds of silence and of the wind blowing through the trees.